Get ready to hear the truth about America. A news show that isn't allergic to the facts. The Bold Conservative. Now, here's your host, James Ledbetter.
Hello, everybody. This is another Bold Conservative podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about Chris Cuomo, CNN. Chris Cuomo of CNN actually defended Antifa. Those who oppose hate, is what he said, are on the side of right. Okay.
It is a sad day when we need curfews in our cities. America's major cities are filled with people demanding this country become more fair, more just, and ironically, more united. Now, too many see the protests as the problem. No, the problem is what forced your fellow citizens to take to the streets: persistent and poisonous inequities and injustice. And please, show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful, because I can show you that outraged citizens are the ones who have made America what she is and led to any major milestones. Be honest, this is not a tranquil time. They're not here to make power or you or me comfortable. They're here to yell, criticize, blame, and shame. You don't have to like it. But why not focus on remembering the reason for the pain that fuels their purpose? Police are the ones who are required to be peaceful, to de-escalate, to remain calm. They are, in fact, trained to do exactly that. So when one kneels on someone's neck for a long time and other police don't stop obvious deadliness, that's the problem. We can't be in a place where cops can act human and be forgiven, but citizens can have the same flawed responses and be justifiably killed or told to hold their tongues. Citizens have no duty to check their outrage or to ignore a curfew to keep doing that. They may get arrested because it's illegal, but that's their right as well. Looting, arson, violence. Now that's something else. Don't confuse that with protest or the people doing it with protesters. There are bad people mixed in with good people in these situations. That's the truth. We're learning it in every city.
Well, think about this for a minute. Cuomo said that show him anywhere where it's against the law to riot. Well, listen to what he has to say, and I will let you know where it's written that riots are against the law. Riots are not protesting. Riots are against the Constitution. Riots are against everybody else's rights. So these people, Antifa, they hate us. They hate us because we have a different opinion than they do. So Chris Cuomo, according to The Hill, and according to what you just heard, CNN anchor Chris Cuomo said late Monday that Antifa should not be equated with white supremacists, arguing that in a clash between hate and those who oppose it are on the side of right, even if they resort to petty violence. So CNN, Chris Cuomo, MSNBC, all of these left-wing news organizations are condoning the hate, the violence, and they equate white supremacy and everything. There wasn't a single white supremacist out there, as far as I knew, because everybody out there hates white people. Literally. I mean, all you hear from any of these people that were protesting was how bad the white man is, and how good the black man is, and how it's okay for the black man to loot, to pillage, to burn down buildings, to ruin everybody else's business, just because some stupid white cop decided to kill a black man, which was wrong. Don't get me wrong. I've said this before and I'll say it again. The cop needs to be held accountable. He needs to go to prison for what he did because what he did was wrong. George did not need to die. Regardless of what he did or what he's accused of doing, it doesn't matter. He did not deserve to die. He had rights, and his rights were violated by these cops, okay? All right, so Chris Cuomo goes on to say, you attack cops, you slap the media, you are in the wrong, period. Cuomo said in a commentary on Cuomo Prime Time. But I argue to you tonight, all punches are not equal morally. Okay, so if me being a white man, if I go out and I just start punching random people, just punching random people, I would be held accountable. But according to Chris Cuomo, it's okay for the black people to go around punching random people, to burning down random buildings. I would have done been in prison. You would have done been in prison. But because these people are leaning toward the left and that they hate white people so much, see, it's all hypocritical. Because they keep saying that Antifa is against hate. Okay, but Antifa hates us as white people, as conservatives. So if they hate us, then they're not standing against hate. Am I right or am I wrong? And this is Chris Cuomo, one of supposed to be a moral character, is sitting here telling you, telling me, telling everybody it's okay to do this stuff because, hey, it's not equal to white supremacy. What does white supremacy have to do with this? Show me one person in any of these riots that was talking anything good about white people. That would be white supremacy. If there was a bunch of white people out there talking down on black folks and talking up about white folks, okay? That would be white supremacy, but nobody out there was doing that. So, Chris Cuomo, I urge you to show me where one white supremacist got any kind of, was out there at all. Because from what we see a bunch of black people beating up white people, beating up journalists, burning down business people's, and if the business people tried to defend their business, they got beat up. Really? This is okay for you, Chris Cuomo, because it's not equal to white supremacy. Okay. What does white supremacy have to do with it at all? So, Chris Cuomo goes on to say, in the eyes of the law, yes, but in the eyes of good and evil, here's the argument. If you're a punk who comes to start trouble in a mask and hurt people, you're not about any virtuous cause, he continued. You're just someone who's going to be held to the standard of doing something wrong. Okay, so what are you saying? Are you saying, who are the punks that are in masks? The punks that are in masks are the people that are burning and looting. This is not protest. And the First Amendment says, Chris Cuomo, you invited us to ask you, you invited us to show you where it says that looting is against the law. Okay, here we go. Chris Cuomo, the First Amendment says we have the right to gather peaceably. So riots don't fit in that anywhere. Burning down buildings doesn't fit in that anywhere. Committing arson, committing assault, committing murder. How many cops were killed? Innocent cops were killed because of this. Even a black cop was shot. And you didn't hear anything from Chris Cuomo. You didn't hear anything from anybody on the left. He was a black man, but he was a black cop. Did his black life not matter? That's my question. I want to know. I want to know what makes a black life matter to you. If they agree with you, so if they disagree with you and they try to defend their property, then their black life don't matter. But if they stand against white people, then they're Black Lives Matter. So I got in an argument with somebody on Twitter the other day. She kept calling me a racist and everything else because I said all lives matter. And I said, okay, if I'm saying all lives matter, then how can I possibly be racist? Because I'm white and I'm saying Black lives matter. I'm saying Hispanic lives matter. I'm saying Asian lives matter. I'm saying Arab lives matter. And I'm saying white lives matter. So if all lives matter, then how can I be racist? And that's really sad, because this is the state that these people are stuck on. They're stuck on this idiocy that if you don't say only Black lives matter, then you're a racist. Which is crazy, folks. This is insane, and this is getting worse and worse. And nobody is standing up to these people because they're scared. Only people like me have the balls to speak out against this crap. What about the people, that just lost their business? What about the people who lost their homes? What about the people who lost their lives because of this stupid idiocy? Then you had Antifa out there handing people bricks. Here, bust that window out. One black woman jumped all over Antifa members saying, why are you handing these black men bricks for? Don't you know they can get in trouble? Don't you know that they can get killed? Antifa don't care. Malcolm X said it best when he said, the white liberal is the most dangerous enemy to the black man. And that's true, because they don't care about the black man. They just want the black man to do their violence for them so that they can just stand back and say, look what we did. We did this. And it's really sad. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I thank you all for listening. Tune in each day as we take on the establishment. This has been the Bold Conservative, signing out.